Okay, so last time our shit wasn't working for a very dumb reason, but I got it to work. So I can switch weapons. I think I have L is taking damage, yeah, so I can switch weapons. I can use it to heal. And then after 3 uses, it goes away. Only thing now is I need the potion to show up in front, not behind the player, which... There we go, that's fine. So to do that, let's see. I'm also going to change these to show up in front of the player instead of behind. And this is just, yeah, the sprite and item associated with it. So I think what was happening last time was we had a current item set up, but it never got reset when we were removing the item from our inventory. And so it thought that we were still using the potion. And because it wasn't referencing like an instantiated thing, it wasn't decrementing from uses. Or it might have been decrementing from uses, but when we deleted it, it was still thinking that the current weapon was this thing. The current item was this thing. So instead, what I did was, so we make the new item, and since our item is actually instantiated and in the scene with us, like if we see it up here and we click, so it's instantiated, then we're just gonna activate this item when we want to use it. And then when we're done equipping it, we can disable it. So we can enable and disable. And that way when we click, we just use this actual game object's script. So to do that, first I went down first we have to disable it once we spawn it and attach it to the inventory object. Then when we equip it, I'm just gonna comment those out, so we don't need those anymore. Then we deactivate our current item. Then we go to the next slot and then we activate that item in the inventory. That way we just need to call this item. We need to go to its item script. We need to just say, if we hit the mouse button and we have no cooldown, then use the item. So I just made a little update function in here in the item base class. That way, when we want to use it, we just set it active to true. And when we remove it, we destroy it, and then we go to item slot 0, and then we just enable that item. I tried to do it where you would equip the next item, but it kept on giving me weird errors too. So it's just easier to just go to the first slot and activate that one instead. And I just commented out this one because we're not going to do current item.use anymore. I don't think we need current item actually at all. Yeah, I think we're good on that. iSlot and all those. And then I think that's all we needed. Yeah. We just say what he uses for different weapons and stuff. Oh yeah, I'll do this too while I'm here. We have a projectile for the Browning. There we go. So it's in projectile controller. So I'm gonna go And I'm going to just make the shotgun feel a little better. I'm just going to go public float. I'll do a low speed and a high speed. I'm just going to randomize it when it starts. I'm just going to give it a random speed when it is enabled. So it's 800 right now. So 800. So defaulted, it's not going to have another speed on it. I'll just drag it in, disconnect it. I'll say shotgun projectiles. I'm going to give it like 750 to 850. I'll drag it in there. And then when we go to the Browning, we're going to select shotgun projectile. It should feel a little better. A little more randomized. And then we can also I'm gonna give the weapons a little bit of accuracy. And I'm just gonna say in the pistol times plus random range from negative accuracy to accuracy. So we're just going to give it a little bit of, so it's not super accurate all the time. It just goes a little off course. Same thing in here. This accuracy is like 3 or something. Might be a little too off. Just say 1 for the pistol. One is a little too. I see if I make that little corner, you can see it goes a little above or below it, but go like 5. Go like 8 or something. I don't know. Oh, gotta hear text. Yeah, so when you're aiming at this guy, you can kind of see it. It's not hitting him in the center. It's going off a little bit. But yeah. Feels a little better that way, but it's fine. So I'm going to add some text above our things over here. The problem is this is going to be a lot to just add real quick. Let me see. Unpack it, and I'm gonna make a new canvas. This one's gonna be a local UI, so I'm gonna just add some text so I can see if it works. I'm gonna go screen space overlay and change it to world space. Change its width and height to like 0, 0 or something. Or 1, 1, I don't know. I'm going to 0 its position. So it's going to show up right in the middle here. And then I think it's like 0.0. Dang it. 0.025. 0.025 or something like that. Yeah, so we can actually see it down here. Change its text size, color. Also, I don't know if you guys knew this. You can add little HTML elements, tags, whatever you want to call it, in the text editor. So you can do colors and italics and font size, I think, too. Let me see if I remember how. Let me see. Unity font size HTML tag. Change font size HTML tag in inspector. Done it before. I think you can do color. I'll figure that out in a minute. But yeah, so I wanted to kind of overflow and overflow. Well, I guess I'll truncate vertical. Actually, maybe let's wrap and overflow. Yeah, that might look better. Text is going to be from the middle at the top, I would say. Yeah, so then we can just drag this on there, and we can also zero its position. And this one we want to be right below the sprite. The sprite is at so we're going to go like -1, -2.125 or something like that. And we just want to specify on this the text is. Let me see. Can I do /n? No, I can do that somehow. I can do a line break somehow. Figure that out later. So I'm just going to get a reference to that in our shop script. Actually, in our shop item. Yeah, shop item should have that. So we're going to use UI. We're going to get a reference to our text. And we'll just say, do this. So I'm going to do our text.text equals item name. See. Looks like it's somewhere in there. Manual way, automatically wrap. have a solution for this. String equals string you want to get. Replace. Which hand must be... Let me say that should be fine. I think I just want to have a straight line break from this. Sorry, I forgot where my freaking plus was on here. Let's use that one. Plus it dot description. Maybe that'll work. Let's see. Equals player dot money is greater than or equal to empty dot cost. So I'm going to change the text's color if the player has enough money to buy it or not. So if the player has enough money, that is if player dot money is greater than or equal to the cost, then its color is going to be color dot green. Else it's going to be color dot red. Let me see if it works. Actually, it's not going to work immediately because they're not going to have a reference. So I need to grab the reference first. So I can say text equals get component in children text. Also make it public and we can just drag the reference in. If this doesn't work, then I'll do that. Hopefully you can't hear those dogs yelping in the background. Oh, there you go. Browning shoot mini. And I have enough money, so it is that color. Oh, and now it lost all my money, so I can't buy it now. So when I click, I'm not going to add that one because it's too expensive now. So that works. But we don't need to do this every frame. So I'll just put it up there. I don't think it's calling it every frame anyway because it's only active when the player is close enough, so it should be fine. But, you know, just in case. We don't want to have too much being called every single frame of our game. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to open our item. I'm going to paste it and then drag it on. And then do 0, negative 2.125. We'll do that for the 4 items. Usually you would want to make sure this works in one item and make that item a prefab. And then, yeah, like this one's the shop item prefab, so I would just make a bunch of them after I know this one works perfectly. So I wouldn't have to copy paste into all the different prefabs. Or you could just have the position be set in the await function also. You could set the canvas position to be 0 in the x and negative 2.125 in the... Oh, yeah, I think I just clicked on that in accident. Oh, shit. Ignore that. So you can set stuff up in your code so you don't have to do the tedious work over and over again if you don't want to. Oh, except for this one doesn't have it. Oh, I didn't apply it to it, that's why. I can go to Browning, I can go... Oh, I detached it from the Browning. Because of course I did, that would make it too easy. -0, -2.125. Yep. I can also make these things a little bit bigger, because it should I'm still mad that the line break isn't working. Oh, is it? Yeah, it's not working. Not working in here anyway. 125 by 100. This one's in the Browning. This looks pretty decent. I need a UI for my money now. Set that up real quick. Get the shmup stuff out of the way. Action. Already using UI. So I'll just do public text, money text. I'll just do money text dot text equals money dot to string. I'm trying to have it show a little X before that. It's fine. And our health UI, yeah, we're just updating it. Okay, that's fine. Kind of want to do a little money effect, so it adds it over time instead of just changing the number all at once. I might do that. Let's see. First, I'm just gonna update the money UI, money text. So we're gonna update that. We're gonna say let's see. So I know this works, but I'm probably gonna add that effect actually. So this can get out of here. How does I push M to get more money anyway? So I'm just gonna go add a add an image. I'll make it 25 by 25. I'm also gonna make an empty. I'm gonna attach those to that one. I'm gonna call this health parent. I'll link it to the top left. And I'm gonna change both of these to be in the middle. So then I'll just do like 75. Oh, not even 75. 100. Maybe the left side. Yeah, like that. Okay, cool. So if we actually go to the UI, then yeah. So this thing is 0 by 0. Let's do that. So now if I link to the top left, be right there, and I can just do like 50 by -50. Still too much. Yeah. Getting the right scale is a little weird because if we change the like standalone. Yeah, it's super small. It's fine. Maybe if we do something like this, scale the screen size. I don't know. It might break things later, but that's fine. What is the regular screen size? 1024 by 768 or something like that? I don't know. It's fine. So then if we put the gold image, what you gonna do is UI parent. I'll drag that one there too. I'll put that on that side. We'll put it on the bottom maybe. Yeah, that's fine. It's like negative 15. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just make it be the gold image. It's a little too small, so I'll just make this bigger. 40 by 40. 50 by 50 maybe? It's not bad. Because we scaled it back, it's also going to be, yeah, a little different there. Yeah, I'll do 0. Can't decide on anything today. I'm going to make a child, make it text. I'll make the text yellow. I'm just gonna make it 0, 0, and I'll make it overflow. Yeah, and then I'll just stick it on the right side. So I'll just over by like 15. Yeah, so that way when we add more, it'll just go infinity to the right. So, let's see. Make this a little bigger, I think, too. 16 or something. If we change the scale, yeah. So if we go bigger, it'll be bigger. If we go smaller, it'll adjust itself to that. I want to go to the NPC. There we go. I just need to drag in the reference and the player. So we have money text is going to be this text. So if we go in here right now, it's just going to say with 500 gold. Yep, so that works. So I'm going to do this. We have a lerp speed. I'm going to try to do this. Let's see if it works. So I'm going to go so money text dot text equals x. So increment money. We add money, and instead of showing our current money, we're going to show a different number, which is this current money, and it's going to keep on going up until it gets to that amount that money is. So let's see. So current money equals mathf.lerp cur money to money by time dot delta time times lerp speed. I convert float to int. Fuck. Oh, it just floats. Shit. Hmm. Guess we could just make it all floats if we need to. And just round it. Don't like that though. Oh well. And then money is gonna be float. And then I guess that just fixes the whole problem. You probably like cast it to a float and then it would work too, but it's fine. I think there's an error in here because we're missing a thing. No, is it fine? I guess it's fine. If I spend it. Oh yeah, so that's a little bit of a. So we want to round it. Oh, ignore that. Equals f dot round to int. Let's see. Okay, and I can hold it to get a lot of money. And that's better than just a static number changing, so I guess that works. A lot of potions though now. I guess that's fine. It was just for polishing anyway, so. And when it gets low enough, oh, you only have 3 left. Cool. Works for me. What was I gonna do next? I think I was gonna do different things here. Let's see. So previously, in a different game, I made it so that there were different rarities for items. I did this by doing an enum, and I would just do, I think I did this way. I did, oh, it's gonna let me do that. Equals, no, okay. I thought they changed colors, but I guess that's at the end. So let's do legendary. Let's do there's a thing below legendary that's not just rare, but so I did it this way, where you had different drops from chests or shops or whatever, and they would spawn different things depending on what rarity they were. And then I just made different lists for the shops based on what rarity the item was. So in here, because enums assign numbers to different strings. So legendary starts at 0, and then rare starts at 1. Uncommon, and common is 3. But you can also set the values yourself for them. So legendary is 1, then that means the next one's going to be 2, then 3, then 4. So I can set these up to give different like percentages to different items. Like legendary has a 1% chance to drop. Rare has 10% chance to drop. Uncommon has like 50, and then common has 100. So that way, when you're trying to grab a random item, you just grab a random number from 0 to 100. And you'll say if it's less than rarity.legendary, then you're going to spawn a legendary item. Else, if it's less than rarity, which is 10, if it's between 0 and 10, then you're going to spawn a rare item. Otherwise, you're going to spawn this one if it's less than 50. Otherwise, 100% chance to spawn a common item. Then you'll spawn a common item. So then we just do public rarity item. Let's do iRarity. I think it has to be public. Even if it doesn't, we can check that later in the shops and stuff. It's fine. So then we go to our items. We can click on rarity and we can say, okay, these are common. Cult is common. This one we'll just put as common. Potions are super common. So we can make different items and give them different rarities. We just need to set up in the shop different lists. This is a generic list, but we can also make lists based on the rarity of the item. So let's do public list object common items. I want to make it an item list instead of an item list instead of a game object list. But it's gonna, there was an error last time. Game object, is that right? Yeah, I think that works anyway. Okay, so we can do this real quick. We can say, so this is all the items, shop items. But we don't have to go and drag in all the references to common items. Instead, we can just loop through. Let's do, I'm just going to leave this as named shop items. Can loop through and say for int I equals 0, I is less than shop items dot count I plus plus. We can say uncommon. We can do rare items, legendary items. So here's 4 different lists of items based on rarity, and we can loop through all of our main items and we can assign them to different lists based on their rarities. We can do shop items I. Let's do switch shop items sub I dot rarity. So we'll do case items dot item dot rarity dot common. We'll do common items dot add shop items sub I. We can copy paste this 4 times. Rare and legendary, and then we just need to change the lists we add them to. Yeah, so that way, if we want to populate a shop up with different items, then we can just grab randomly from this. Ideally, we would make a holder for all the items in the game, like how we have a game controller for each of our games, we probably have a game controller script for this, and then we would throw in these lists into that game controller. That way you don't have to make a new list for every single shop. You can just say, oh, this shop has this rarity, so grab this. Public shop rarity. So that way we can go into populate shop and we can give it an item rarity and then populate the shop based on the rarity. We can also make different types of shops too. We can make item shops, or we can have weapon shops or consumable shops. We would just have a different populate shop function parameter that we pass into. So rarity, we pass in shop rarity, like that. So then you just do an index equals this. So you just grab randomly from the different shop based on what rarity it has. So you would do this same thing actually. So let's say we get a random item. Let's see. Shop items index. Int item equals common items dot sub index actually. Cannot convert item to int. Oh, my bad. Item. Now we're just going to paste this into all of these. Let's see. Not be used before it is declared, so I gotta put it in here. The switch case even? No? I guess. Let's do it this way. Let's do it that way. Can't use local variable before it's declared. It's declared right there though. There we go, because it was redeclaring it, so it wasn't going right. Probably have it in this first one or in this one, but that's fine. We'll just leave it outside so we know. For populating shop. So say common items, say uncommon items, say rare items, and legendary items. And then we're gonna spawn it.gameObject, and I think everything else is the same. We just need to remove this somehow. This is if you don't want duplicates in your shop. Don't really care at this point for duplicates. They're fine if we get another item We only have 3 different items anyway, so it's going to be duplicated no matter what. If you didn't want duplicates, you could probably do something like index equals random thing, and then you would check right here if actually if you move it, then it's, yeah, let's see. Probably save it in here, and then you would know what shop or what item you want to spawn. Probably just do it in here too. If you do common items. I don't want to do that though, so I'm just going to uncomment it. Or I'm going to comment it, my bad. Ooh, whoops. Yeah, so if you want to remove items, you would also remove them like that. The problem is if you have the container be in the because if these lists are in the game controller, then you don't want to remove them from the game controller, because then it will remove them from the entire game. Probably just have a local list in the shop itself, like this one, shop items, and then if it doesn't contain it, then you would spawn that item. It's fine for now. That works. This thing works. Let's see if it works actually. I'm gonna save over here. I'm gonna go. Let's make the Browning uncommon item. We can go to the shop and we can make it a common shop. Oh. I don't know why I did that one. Excuse me. Don't know why I did that comparison, but that's fine. Yeah. Maybe you'd want to do this for loop inside of this one, but that's fine, whatever. It works. And I didn't quit the game when I did that. Shit. Okay, so it.gameObject. Why you no work? Which one is not set? 7747. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong game. 7747. Weird. Of course, it breaks last minute. Let's see. Shop. Switch rarity. Index equals random range. 0 to count. 0 to count. 0 to count. Instantiate it.gameObject. Common items add, uncommon items add. Let's see if this is working first, actually. So we have the shop. It is not adding these for some reason. Did we change shop items somewhere? Weird. Okay, I think because we didn't populate this after we changed it. Oh, duh. Yeah, I know why. When we renamed the we renamed list game object to list item. Then it deleted all of our items that were in there. So we need to re-add that. So we can just go into shop items, default to 0, so it doesn't have empty slots. So we can drag in each of our, oh, it's a shop. Shop item. Shop item. Shop item to item. There we go. I think that works. Let's see. Where we can drag in these now. Oh. I don't need an empty shop item. I need the actual items. Yep, so it spawns those items. For some reason, the UI isn't working for the... Why is it? What? The hell? Oh, because it's instantiating the actual items, not the shop items. Duh. There we go. There we go. Okay, well that was a mess. Let's see if it works now. Yep, so it spawns. I can click to buy. I can right click and it spawns the item. I thought I commented this part out. Get the fuck out of here, game. Don't want you debugging all this shit over again. And if I go to the shop and I change the shop to uncommon, our Browning shotgun is the only uncommon item. Of course, another. Why doesn't it work? Piece of shit. Wait, what now? Why is it adding to both? That's weird. Let me see. Interesting. Let me see here. For all the shop items, if the rarity is common, you add that current item. If the rarity is uncommon, oh, this one is supposed to be the item rarity. Yeah, okay, that's where I went wrong. Switch shop items I.rarity. There we go. Yeah, now it should work. Shit. Okay, yeah, so depending on the item that we're currently looking at in the main item list, if the item's common, we're going to add it to the common items list. If it's uncommon, add it to the uncommon items list, and so on. But then for the shop, when we're populating it, we're going to go off of the shop's rarity and populate it based on that. So that's where we went wrong last time. So it should have different item lists. Yeah, so 2 items are common, Colt and Potion. So only those will show up here. If we switch it to uncommon, then only the Browning will show up because only the Browning is in this list down here. Yeah. Just buy 2 Brownings. Didn't I comment this shit out? What the fuck are you doing? Oh. There we go. But yeah, so more inventory stuff. I'll try to add enemies and leveling up next time. I'll try to show how to do animation curves to see how different levels will work with experience. So you can like visualize like, oh, level 1 you need 10 experience, level 2 you need 30, level 3 you need like 70. So you'll see it curve along the path and how it'll get harder and harder to level up as you get different as you require different amounts of experience. And when you kill enemies, you'll get experience, and then when you level up, then it'll add to your stats or whatever. But I'll try to do that on Tuesday. I think I did. Which project did I do that for? I did that for a project recently. I think it was Chefania. Yeah, there we go. So I have it. Cool. So I have a reference for if I mess up, which I will. So, but yeah, that's it for now. Obviously, there's better ways to do this. This is the way I did it. This is the way I found works for me. So there's always a better way to do stuff anyway, to optimize and to work better with whatever game you're making. So don't worry about it too much. If you get something working, then that's what matters, and then later on you can always figure out what you could have done better and learn what to do for next time on your game. So
Yeah,
yep.
that's basically how I do it as well.
Yeah, right. Like if you make a game this semester and it's like a small game, I mean, it doesn't matter what size it is, but then you go back like a month, 2 months, or like a year later, and you're like, why did I do this way?
Yeah.
And then you'll see it and you'll be like, I can make this game in like half the time and make it a lot better.
Yeah,
So
a lot better and a lot cleaner.
yeah, but that's game dev, constantly improving and beating yourself up. So it's fun.
It's funny because whenever you ask why you don't work, it's like, yeah, that's basically the most asked questions every time I develop games.
Yeah, I'm like, why isn't this shit working? And then I find out, oh, there's a stupid mistake somewhere that I did. But
Yeah.
it's fine. Maybe I'll add status effects next time. That might be a little too much. But yeah, whatever works is what you should be happy with.
Exactly.
So it's fine. It's a mess either way.
It works, it's fine. Don't
Games
break it
games
anymore.
are held together with duct tape and dreams. Everyone knows that. Everybody knows. Also, if you do a game jam, you'll find out immediately you can cheese a lot of stuff. Like you can work your way around different things and just like they're barely held together. Game jam games most of the time. Like they're buggy messes, and everybody was okay with it because they know you did it in like a day or two. So
I'm gonna try to join that game jam. I
yeah,
hope the theme is
put them there. Do it.
good.
You can vote on it the week before. The week before the game jam, those 5 days, Monday through, I think Sunday through Thursday, you get to vote on the theme. And they have like every day there's different themes. So there's gonna be like 30 possible themes, and then every day they all get wiped out for like the most popular ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last days, the most popular themes are voted for, and then the day of they announce it. So, Ludum Dare, fun time. It's gonna
I'm
be.
gonna try it.
I hope I don't work a lot that weekend, but I probably will. Because freaking Target likes my work, loves to work me on weekends, so fun. I'm gonna stop recording now since that's done.